gentlemen, welcome once again to the SATExpo podcast 2025. My name is Dija and I'm your host across the next couple of days for this exclusive, I would say, podcast where we are sharing insights with innovators, industry experts who are sharing ideas, perspectives, and of course, some exciting information that we would like to know about the industry. We do have a new guest speaker with me, and I have Laurent from elseco. Good afternoon. Please introduce yourself to the guests who are watching us.
Hi, good afternoon. So my name is Laurent Lemaire. I'm the CEO and founder of a company called elseco, based in Dubai, headquartered in Dubai, in the DIFC. It's a company which was created in 2006.
Okay.
And our job or the purpose of that company is to insure satellites.
Okay.
So we started like that, to insure satellites. We then went into insurance of aviation, planes, and oil and gas. And now we are doing some other insurance as well. But we created the company out of Dubai, essentially because we wanted to be well located, still work with our legacy clients, which were in the US and Europe, but also start really supporting clients, operators, manufacturers based in China, South Korea, also operators from the Middle East. So we moved from our native Europe into Dubai to start that and really start insurance from a blank page. So really trying to get as much data as we could, create our own systems. Now we are bringing in AI into it in order to really bring the best services we could to operators to insure their satellites, allowing them to very much focus on their business,
Right.
and for us to support them from a risk standpoint.
I love what you just said there is the fact that even though you started back in 2007, but everything that you mentioned is very positive in how you've been adapting with technology changes, because you mentioned AI and you know how it first started with just one specific insurance and you moved up. So my next question to you is it the first time, which I'm pretty sure not, is it the first time you're at SATExpo, Middle East?
No. I came. I probably came every year.
Okay.
The year where it was not happening, but no. I think I've been coming each year since I'm in the Middle East.
Okay.
It's a very important event for us. It's a very easy way for us to see most of our clients.
Yeah.
See also the marketing or the business team of those clients, understand a bit better what they do, because quite often we see our clients, but from a financial, the CFO side or the risk management side, and not always from the business side.
Correct.
And I think that gives a very different flavor, which is always very useful and inspiring.
Yeah. So it's more like a place where you get I think that's one good thing about expos, especially SATExpo. It brings closer all partners, the clients, even maybe new clientele that you can actually run into.
Yeah, and to me, it's a wonderful way to network.
Yeah.
Meet new faces, get the vibe of what the industry is doing, where we're going, where are the price per transponder, what are the new trends. And for us as passionate people are in space, but also for professionals supporting that industry, it's very important to get that dimension in order to really adapt our product to the need of that industry. Because at the end of the day, as an insurer, we are only there to back and support that industry to go faster, higher. So I think that's important.
So my next question to you, because I think you've already answered how SATExpo has helped you, more like networking, getting closer to your clients, meeting new faces, and getting not just the head, I would say, of companies, but also the business side of that. So another question for you is, because you've been in the industry very long, I'm sure there's been some ups and downs, right? So, and the way, we've seen technology and the way things are advancing really fast, what are some things that have surprised you, either in a positive way or in a challenging way in your industry that you think, has happened lately?
So I think I can probably mention the negative way, and then I will mention the positive way. I think on the negative way, I think we've been supporting innovation since we started. We've been really backing all operators. We're kind of going with a lot of passion into new technology. To our expense to some extent. If I look at the period between July 2023 to July 2024, the insurers and the industry, I would say, has lost around $2.2 billion of assets, insured assets in orbit, which is 10% of all insured assets in orbit.
Oh,
So when an industry loses around 10% of its assets, it's not a good sign. And I think we probably went a bit too far in terms of innovation. We probably have evaluated some of the challenges. But having said that, I think I see a lot of positivity going forward. I think there's a lot of things which are being addressed as we speak. I see a lot of growth as well. And the way we are tackling with it is just to adjust maybe the short term by adjusting a bit the pricing in order to make sure that we cover our costs. But also, and that's very much a surprise and the leadership from the UAE in particular, we've been working with all the stakeholders in the UAE on the space side to very much drive the world space sustainability agenda. There's been a lot of innovations and a lot of initiatives all over the world, but none of them are in my view, the ambition of the World Space Sustainability Association, which is set up in the UAE and supported by the UAE space actors. So I think that's one initiative. Another initiative that I discovered yesterday, actually, and today, is the fact that there's also a lot of willingness from the UAE to really lead the space investment side of it, which probably goes with the risk and together with it. I know that the DFC are pushing to get the kind of the space marketplace to kind of funnel the investments into the space technology. I know that Space 42 is very active also in the space, investing in new satellite to operate. So I think, to me, we are. It's a world which is changing.
Changing,
I think,
100%.
in many ways. It's an industry which is changing as well. It's an industry which went through challenges by maybe trying to innovate too fast to some extent. We as insurer were there during that time, and actually we've been able to. We are paying basically the losses in order for the industry to recover and move on. But I'm very positive on the future. I see a lot of new programs coming up. I see a lot of new investment coming up. I also think that with the space sustainability initiatives, which are led by the UAE, which in my view are led in the UAE in a very nice way, instead of replacing all the initiatives you got in the world in terms of sustainability, they are very much there to support those initiatives in order to make them happen. And actually, I think there is a launch this month of the Space Sustainability Charter created in the UAE for the world, which I think is a big news. I think
speaking of big news, my next question to you was going to be like, what is something that you're quite looking forward to in 2025 for your business?
For my business, I mean, we are. I came to that business to support the space industry, being a space enthusiast to start with. And we really, through insurance, taking off the risk from the mind and the balance sheet of operators and manufacturers in order for them to focus on what they're good at, which is,
the launches and buildings,
building things. And I would say that, in my view, despite the last 2 years, whatever, I think we are in good shape to do that better. I think we are on the better ground. I think the sustainability, let's say, initiative will probably bring the losses down, and with a few adjustments, I think we're in a good base to really support that industry, which in my view has a great future. And we'll see that in various iterations which are coming up in the WRCs and so on. So I think that's for that. My business, as you are asking about my business, is not only space. We also do aviation. We also do oil and gas.
There you go.
And we also have a fintech company, which is very much bringing AI technology, which from born in the UAE in 2019, and bringing all of that to the insurance market. And we will want to continue pioneering on the high-risk, high-tech insurance worldwide from here. So I think we are very bullish on the UAE. I think it's a wonderful place to do business, And I think I always very enjoy the forward-looking mindset of Sheikh Mohammed, but also of the country. And I think I very much want to continue pushing the boundaries in order to really, in a world which is changing, bring new products in order to help the others develop their business.
And there is a lot of potential, especially in this market that we're in.
There is a wonderful potential. I think a lot of people are looking at the negative points and that and that, but when you look at number of launches, when you look at the inflow of capital, when you look at everything, there's some parts which have been suffering, I have to say, which are readjusting.
But that's like everything else in the world, you know?
Yeah,
everything.
In fact, the pace of innovation today is enormous in all industries,
correct,
including that one. And when you got innovation, you got friction. And you got some winners and losers. But overall, everybody is winning, but it's
some people
slightly uncomfortable at some point.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you, Laurent,
welcome,
for the amazing insight that we just received from you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed that very, very specific insight that we got from Laurent. And of course, if you do want to experience a lot more of this, we do have them happening in the next couple of days, where we're going to be having more guest speakers to come and share their insights with us. So Laurent, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for being here. And we wish you all the best, not just in 2025, in the years to come.